How's it going, YouTube? Dan the Plastic Man here. I hope you guys are doing well. I told you the next video was going to be a review, and here it is, guys. RE100 Efreet Kai exam model. The latest RE100 that we've got out of the Blue Destiny manga series. So like I said, when I saw this, I see this as kind of a super goof or whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of cues that I see for typical Xeon ground pounders like the Zaku and the Goof. So that's what made me identify with this, and that's why I went ahead and picked it up. So I'll just let you take a look at some of the detailing. Love these swords, by the way. The detailing is actually very, very nice, especially when you consider the price point and the grade that we're dealing with. So, we'll get on to articulation. Starting from the very top, we're gonna be able to turn the head side to side. Not really a full exorcist unless you try to get the shoulders out of the way, which they don't want to get out of the way very easily. You can get a little bit, not much mind you, a little bit of a funky chicken. That's up, that's down. So up and down movement is not the greatest. Now why I'm struggling with this part now is beyond me, but you can move the mono eye. I don't know if you can see it moving in there or not, but you just slide this tab and then the eye does move. It's a lot like, what do I want to say? A couple of the 2.0 mono eye master grades, but most of them now have gearing in them to make the eye turn when the head turns itself. So, that's it for the head articulation. The torso, believe it or not, we get a decent amount out of. Really, really nice ab crunch motion. You're not going to get too much side to side because of these pipes here. It's a solid piece, and you've got a connection here, and then you've got a connection here in the backpack. So you're not getting side to side, but you can get side rock. So you can get side crunches. The shoulders, well, the arms will rotate 360 degrees at the shoulder. The shoulder armor itself will pivot up and wriggle around a little bit. The arm will turn 360 right below the shoulder, and then you can get a, let's call that a 160 out of the elbow. And the wrist itself is just your typical ball joint, so it'll wriggle around. The legs, these skirts do a very good job of getting out of most of the way, at least for coming forward. And then the leg will come that far forward. Now the back skirt is hinged, which I like quite a bit, so you can bring the leg back quite far. Now for some odd reason, mine is wanting to really fight me as far as staying on this peg. But speaking of that peg, whoa. That was just about a disaster. Sorry about this, guys. Because, like the remastered seed kits, you can see the track in here. So the hips are variable. And that does it for hip articulation. The legs will rotate right beneath the hip. And then, why do I feel, yeah, for some odd reason, that just really does not want to stay on there. Come on, work with me here. There is your maximum knee bend. It's not the greatest, but it could always be worse. Now, coming down here to the ankle, there's something really cool that I noticed when I was putting this together. You get your typical side to side, front to back, and you even get a little flip-flop action out of the feet. But I don't know if I've got the right lighting to show it off. But there is a track in here where you can actually slide the ankle, literally slide the ankle itself left and right to aid with wide stance posing. And that's going to do it for articulation of the legs. And then, of course, you got the spinning on the rocket pods. Tip my camera down just a little bit. These will just spin 360. Balance is respectable. You don't have to do any kind of smooth criminal lean, and it should hold just about any pose you want to put it in. And you only get 2 accessories with this kit, because you get, well, I should say 2 options in the form of these closed fists. You get the open ones right here, and you just pull the swords. I like that the swords have a, well, the holders actually have a slot here that just clips in right there, so those swords aren't really going anywhere unless you deliberately want them to. But just drop the sword in after you crack the hand open. Like so. And this is exactly how they tell you to do it in the manual. Just clamshell the sword in there. And there you go. No weight issues whatsoever. Excuse me. And that is actually going to be it, because that all you've got is these 2 handheld heat sabers, and then everything else is just accent pieces like the rockets in the forearms and on the calves, I guess is what that would be. So I'll put this guy in some kind of pretty cool dynamic pose, but I'm going to give you guys a brief size comparison. Since this is the RE100 line, I'll compare it to the DJ. Now you can see we're looking at a 0079, 0080-esque suit right here, and a Zeta era suit. And I've got them just about standing straight up, so the DJ is a bit taller, not counting for the commander's fin, which they both share in common. But I love this. I actually built this kit in one day, and I highly recommend it, guys. I'm falling in love with this RE line, and I cannot wait for the Bawu to come out. I will get that in a heartbeat. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, leave me a like, subscribe to me, leave me some comments. Love getting to know you guys. Let's keep this community growing. We've got a month until Independence Day, 4th of July, and 500 is going to take some doing, but I know we can do it, guys. Let's hit that goal, because if we hit it, I've got an extra little surprise I'm going to toss into the giveaway. So, this has been Dan the Plastic Man. Take care of yourselves, guys. I will see you at the next review. Bye-bye.